In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to find cash buyers using Zillow the free way. Let's jump right into the computer. For this example, we are going to be in the Philadelphia market. Again, utilizing Zillow the free way. Let's say your deal is inside Philadelphia. Let's say you don't have access to Propstream, you don't have access to Privy, you don't have access to Batch, nothing. You're just fresh, new, and you managed to get your first deal on the contract, and that deal on the contract is in the Philadelphia market. Let's not get so granular and say, hey, it's exactly here in this street, etc., etc. Let's just run through the motion, right? So let's find one, right? The very first step you need to do is you need to find a comparable property to yours, right? So let's go ahead. Step one is to set our filters. Let's assume, right? We'll assume. I know Philadelphia market, there's a lot of townhomes/condos. So we'll set that filter to start off. We'll set the townhome condo filter. Okay. Second, I know Philadelphia is more of an older market when it comes to the years if you're going for townhomes. And normally it's anywhere from 2-bedroom, 1 bath, upwards to 4-bedroom, 3 baths. So we'll set the filter of a bed and bath of, let's go with the most common, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. Let's go with the most common. And then let's go and do the maximum square footage of 1,500. Again, in that Philadelphia market, 15 to like 19, 2,000 square feet. It's like the max where I've done deals, an average. And so once we have those triggers and those filter sets, right? Here's the very next step we need to do. This is where the sweat equity comes in, where a lot of people really do not want to put the sweat equity to find the deals or to find the cash buyers. So let me show you. Step two, sweat equity. So here's what you do. You zoom into the area. We're on the College Ave area. Let's pretend we're here near the Francisville Recreation Center. So what we are looking for is flips. Here's what we're looking for. This actually may be a perfect example of a flip. And how do you know it's a flip? It's always the lightings. It's always the countertops. It's always the marble. It's always the flooring. It's always the paint, baseboards if there's any. There's always details to tell you, one, this was flipped, or two, this is staged, right? So just off the bat, we know it's not a new built home. So for a home to look this good and even have these appliances in them, it must have been flipped recently, right? And so we just go through these motions. You look at all these pictures. This is a good flip. They stained this wood. Let's see. I like the windows that they opened up here. See how they put the outlets up here? That's something new that folks are starting to do in a lot of markets. You see all these little accents they're doing, like the black accents. It's definitely a flip. Is this an alarm or is the light bulb not working? It's probably an alarm. Oh, look at the tub. Look at the tub. You're telling me this house came with this tub? Absolutely not. Or sorry, not the tub, the shower. This is a really, really, really nice flip. I like it. Okay. It was built in 2018, so newer flip, right? Or newer build, right? So you should look at the year built first. But we at least have in mind for 2018, we know where they're at. Let's find another one. Let's see what this one is. Now this is more of the realistic, the 1920 build, right? So we know for sure the 1920 build is a flip, right? Again, there's the same lighting, right? Look at the paint. Look at the swamp cooler there, the air conditioner up in the wall. Look at the flooring, right? Look at the bathroom. Look at the kitchen. It's always that white on bluish combo with the accents in like gold or beige, if you would. Look at the bathtub with the gold accents. This was definitely a flip. All right. So okay, Eric, we found the flips. We get the process of identifying the flips. Now what? Now what you do is, you know that the person that's listing this or the agent that's listing this represents the flipper. So what you do is you scroll down and you see who is listed by. The listing agent is always going to be here. There's no skip tracing involved. There's nothing. All there is a little bit of elbow grease, a little bit of sweat equity, but the information, it's literally right there. So your next steps are, you call that agent, right? In this scenario, it's Ray Fields. You call this agent. You say, hey, Ray, my name is Eric. I see that you are representing a flip here in the vineyards in the Philly market. I have a great discounted deal, off-market deal for the buyer that you're representing. Let me send you this deal. Can you and your buyer evaluate that deal? And let's make a deal happen, right? Straightforward, no need to build rapport, because they're going to tell you right away, no, my buyer's not interested, or yeah, send me the deal if it's within this market. You know what the buyer's buying, so your deal should, in theory, match who you're calling, right? Now that's one way to find the flipper, right? You can also go a step forward. Again, if you have the Propstream and other tools, you can take the address, plug that into Propstream, and then you'll be able to see who bought that deal. And then you can skip trace them and just reach out directly. Obviously, that process costs money, whereas just calling the agent is free. Now, I have more of a hate than love relationship with agents, because they're like some attorneys. They fuck up every deal and they make every deal tough. Now that's with a grain of salt, because I do know some really good agents. So, but for the most part, I really hate some agents. Keyword some. But in any event, that's how you would do it. Now there's another way to find the flipper, right? What you do is, same triggers. The only trigger you set is the sold trigger, right? Now, when you're looking at the sold trigger, you're looking for properties that are in need of remodeling, right? So you just look for these properties that look old, look beat up. Like this one, maybe one right here. Yeah, right here, perfect, right? So you look these up. These definitely need to be rehabbed, right? And so with this deal, you can do two things. Again, it's called Uber Street. Go figure. Let's see. It's in 1985. The person that potentially bought this may have been a flipper. How you find that out without having to skip trace the address, so on and so forth? You look at who bought this deal. Usually it's up in the top, but let's see. Let's see if I find who bought this deal for you. Okay, for that deal, it's not showing me how they bought the deal. So let's see if we could find another one. Let's see if we find another good example. Let's go here. Let's go here, here. And all we're looking for is just homes that look like they need to be flipped. They haven't been updated. Again, this is the elbow grease. This is the free version, right? So this one, this could be just a light touch up, light rehab, just paint, flooring. You know, you can even paint these counters. Let's see if this one tells us who bought it. Let's see, the listing agent is Saloon and Keller Williams. Let's see if it shows us who bought it. Oh, right here. Bought with Javier Rivera, Long and Forest Real Estate. So what you would do is you would take this information, you would plug that into Google, get their phone number, and again, this is only if it matches the deal that you have. And you say, hey, same pitch you gave the agent. Hey, Javier, Eric here. I have a discounted deal, you know, there in the same market in Beechwood area here in Philly. So you represented a potential flipper. Are they still looking to buy more properties in the area? This is an off-market deal that I would be assigning. Would you be interested in seeing the deal for yourself or for one of your buyers? Right? So that's how we would look at that. And you just keep going through this, right? Let's see if we find another one really fast. Let's see. Let's go here. That one was flipped. That one was flipped. That one was flipped. Let's see. No pictures there. None there. It's more like a new build. Let's go over here a little bit. No, that one's okay. Let's see this one. That one's okay. Again, this is the sweat equity that goes into it, right? You can also set filters. I personally don't like to set filters for this specific thing or keywords because you may keyword yourself out of a potential deal that or person you're looking for. But here you can put in, you know, fixer. Right, let's see what happens here. I don't know where this one here is, but okay, it's all the way across town. Let's just look at it. See, this is definitely a flip, a deal that needs to be flipped. So same scenario, the person who bought this 100% is going to fix this up. So you scroll down and same situation. It was bought with an agent, Sam, from Remax. So you call Sam. Hey Sam, same pitch. This is Eric. I've got a deal in this market. So you possibly bought this for one of your investors, you know, so on and so forth. Very transparent, very straightforward. Now, another step you can do is you can call the listing agent. I like ExP agents. Usually they understand the whole wholesaling, the whole creative deals, etc. I know Laura Morby is either still or was an ExP agent, which is Pace Morby's wife, sub to Pace Morby. And so you call the listing agent and you say, hey, I have a potential deal. I saw that you listed a property that needs to be remodeled. If you have any buyers, I'd be happy to send you my deal. You know, same pitch as you give the buyer's agent, same pitch you give the listing agent. You can work, just be transparent. Hey, I'm assigning this deal. Let's work together. Either your buyer, because this is off market, your buyer can pay you from their side, or we can agree on a flat fee of what that looks like if you bring me the buyer, right? And so this literally is the free way to tackle the buyers, to find buyers in this market. You just reverse engineer the Zillow transactions, right? And you look for apples to apples as much as you could to compare with your subject property so that when you're calling these agents or these potential buyers, it's not like you're trying to sell them a mansion when they just bought a townhome, right? And so this literally is the free way to use Zillow to reverse engineer transactions and find yourself a buyer for your potential deals.